VV.
Shanna.
Oh my gosh, it's been weeks and months of this has been so exciting.
I'm so thrilled.
I love it. I think this is
Going
episode
so well.
7.
7.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I'm excited for today.
Me too, because I love what we're doing. And it's so cool that I feel like you guys out there love what we're doing as well. And we're responding. That's the greatest thing.
Yes.
So our fun helper with all of this has put together questions that
7
you
questions
guys,
for our 7th episode.
That you guys have literally asked us and wanted to know from all over. I've heard it's been from all over.
Yeah, and I cannot wait because this is what we just love to do. This is how all this started. It's like, let's just get into it. Let's just open that can of worms.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so these are them.
Do you want to go first?
Awesome.
You pick.
Okay, I'll pick. Here we go. All right. Here we go. This is from Laura from McKinney, Texas.
Hi.
Here we go, Vivi. Hi, Laura. My boyfriend cheated on me a few months ago, and I'm trying to work through it with him. It's been hard. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I really hope we can work through this so he will propose. I see a future for us, but my friends don't. They don't trust him and think that he will never change, and they want us to break it up. They want us to break it off. Vanessa and Shanna, what should I do? Ooh. She said Vanessa, Shanna. So Vanessa, you go first. This is for Lauren. This is Lauren. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lauren, I'm so sorry, first of all. That is rough. There's so much to say. I mean, the thing about cheating is, and I think I'll speak for myself. I've been cheated on, and that wasn't great. So, but you have to kind of look at the why. You know, is it chronic? Is it just you never thought this would happen and it did? Like there has to be something in your relationship. You got to talk to him. You just got to talk to him and find out, like, why? What was it? And you got to get deeper than, it was a drunk night, didn't mean anything. You got to get to, like, have you guys not been spending enough time with each other? Have you not been listening to him? Has he not been listening to you? I mean, what are his feelings? What is he going through at the moment? And get deeper, and listen to him. Don't project your stuff. I mean, because it says you're trying to work it out, right?
Yeah, she's trying to work through it with him. But it's been hard. And her friends, though, Vanessa, her friends want them to break up. And she's not sure if she can trust him again.
So the friend factor. Like, you need your friends. You got your friends. They're there for a reason. They love you. It's coming from a place of love and care. And they want to keep you safe, but because you're trying to work it out, you kind of need to get some real hard answers. So you also kind of need to tell them, I hear you, I get you, I still want to try to work it out. Help me do this. And if at the end of the day it really doesn't make sense or something, if I'm really just not, then give them permission to really, but they can't overload. Ask them not to overload you with the I don't even want to hear it, or all the sister girl stuff, because that can happen for sure, and that comes from feelings and emotion and passion. But after a while, when it settles, it's like, all right, let's just deal with it head on. Because I mean, there's so many reasons why people cheat. You know what I mean? And for me, it was the dude was just a cheater. And we were young and stupid, and you know what I mean? I was busy. We were barely, probably shouldn't even have been together. But at the same time, I've always been one of those where I'm like, look, just tell me ahead of time. If you're over it, if you're done, we move on. It's better the hurt now than the hurt later. And I always said that. So that's what irked me the most, actually, when that happened. And then, because I think I've talked about it before in previous podcasts.
Yeah.
But
one of our first ones.
Yeah. I was like, I wish I would have just tell me, and then I will be clear, and it's better that than me finding out later. And it's better to rip the Band-Aid off. It just really is. And a lot of problems learning instead of avoiding it. You can never, it'll come up. Trying to hide, thinking things will get away or, never come up, will be hidden. They never do. They always come up. They just always do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, here we go. This is my thoughts on this.
yeah, I knew you had thoughts. I knew.
Let's break this down, Vanessa. Tell me what you think.
It.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever been cheated on. I'm not sure. Never caught anybody cheating. I personally have never cheated. This is what I believe.
Good.
I believe that, and I'm not judging anybody who has.
Yeah.
However, I don't know personally, and there are things that you can work out. Like if you have kids and you have a home and someone cheats, and going back to exactly what you said, there's a lack of communication going on. Yes. Cheating is never right, in my opinion. No. So I don't think she should ever put it on you and be like, well, you caused me to cheat.
This is not your fault.
That doesn't work out, Lauren, like that. No, I don't think you were saying that.
No.
I just want to make that clear. I think that we both agree on that, right?
100%.
In saying that, you, like Vanessa said, I believe you have to sit down and really have a conversation about it, really talk about it, because you got to hash it out, get professional help if you want to stay in this, because it, like you said, it always will come back, because then you'll be like, well, you didn't do the dishes, or you're gone with your friends an extra hour later. Oh, were you cheating on me? And then you're going to live in this circus of like,
weird
what if?
Yeah.
Because once that trust is broken, for me, it's almost impossible for me to go back.
Forgiveness, which is rough.
I don't know how people do it. However, if you're going to do it, Lauren, what you did say in this is, I think he wants to propose. Back up now.
Wait. No, not I think. I really hope we can work through this. So we will. So
he will propose.
Oh, he will
right?
propose. Oh, that's.
Back that up.
You sure you want
life? Okay, it's not about getting married. It's about being married, right? Everybody has this thought of like, we're gonna get married, and marriage is hard.
Yes,
so they look at the wedding day, they get excited about the ring, the parties, the bridal showers, all of that, and then once they're in marriage and they're married, the same shit's gonna come up. You think, oh, it's gonna be better because we're married. Yeah. It's everything. No. So you need to take this marriage. You gotta look at your age. I don't know how old you are. You gotta look at your life. You gotta look at him, and you gotta think. Because if you're 35, 36, you gotta think about those years, I think personally.
100%.
If you do, because those are
baby
making years.
They are.
I do think. Because there is clinically, I'm going through it right now. Once you get to 40, it becomes so much harder.
Yes.
And if you
want
to
geriatric at that point.
Oh my girl, that's another topic. Oh my God, after 35 years, I'm going through it. So even though we don't think we are, however, if you need to go back to basics with him, and you need to have a conversation, I think first and foremost with your friends, and say, hey, let him and we're going to work it out. And they want to probably see action as well. Because how annoying is it because then they're not going to trust the guy. Then they're going to be haters. But if you work it out.
Does he want to get married? Is that something you want?
That's a great question. So these are things you need to have, like you said, ask the hard questions.
Put the baby before the cart. Like it's
cart before the horse here.
It's like, deal with this first, because if you don't actually really, really deal with this, and then once you feel like you and he have resolved it, give yourselves time to heal, and then you're gonna have to decide to be like, all right, this never comes up again. It has to be done.
Yeah, agreed.
Because otherwise you will never move on from it. You can't throw it in his face.
Agreed.
He can't make you feel guilty about all of this stuff. It has to be a wash. So that's why you have to really, really deal first. Heal. And then move forward. Hopefully you guys have arrived to like a more elevated spot. You guys have, progressed in your relationship. And then marriage. Because that's a whole other ball.
And see if it's worth the time. So let's see how willing he is. Look at his actions and say, hey, I need to go and get some help with you. And just so people know, a lot of people are like, I can't afford therapy. When I was down and out years ago, and I really couldn't afford a lot being an entrepreneur and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are schools that therapists need their hours done.
Yes,
so they're not certified therapists yet, but they're watched by a mentor. You can go in, and if your insurance won't cover it,
they
a lot of
charge
insurance
on a sliding scale.
Exactly.
And you can negotiate with them.
Right.
They need hours. And by hours, I mean like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours.
To become a licensed therapist.
And so you really can get the help. Not being able to afford it is no excuse for this kind of thing.
Agreed.
Because I had the same work. It's really...
So look at his actions, take marriage off the table, have a conversation with your friends, going back to all of our episodes before, communication, clarity, boundaries. And then like Vanessa said, I agree. You have to talk to somebody. And then if you do choose to forgive, you have to throw it away and forgive completely and make it a wash.
And there's another element to that too. This is, obviously the shame and the embarrassment, however you respond, anger, you're going to have to deal with that on your own first. And you can't, I know that the friend element can stoke all of that stuff. But at a certain point, it's you dealing with him. You guys are the ones that know each other. Y'all are doing that. So you need to, sorry about the dogs.
No, it's fine. They feel the same way. Exactly.
I'm saying.
We're kitchen life.
Yeah. So just be kind to yourself and be
sensitive.
But get to it too. Be firm.
Time
and just
of the
get
essence,
your
too.
questions answered. And don't be afraid to ask them.
Yeah. Good job.
I hope that helps,
Good
Lauren.
luck, Lauren.
Yes.
Good luck, girl. All right, you're next.
Yeah,
Thanks for reaching out, Lauren. Okay, here we go.
Okay. It's a good question.
Yeah, I love people responding and talking to us.
Okay.
Here we go.
Who's
this from?
This is from Emily.
Emily.
In Arizona.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Okay.
My kid keeps begging me for a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
All right. He is 16.
Ooh.
He says he can get it without me. Nope. But since he is under 18, I wonder how safe that would be.
Because
Can he? No. Is it different per state?
We'll keep going. Okay, let's hear what Emily has
He
to say.
does well in school and is a thespian.
Okay.
I think he's a good kid. You think? He's your kid. All right. It's just a big decision. Would love your thoughts. You want to go first on this? I have thoughts.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll start. Just like Emily, thank you for reaching out.
Yes.
I think if you're coming to us to ask this question, thank you for that. However, like Vanessa was saying, he is your child. Now, this is interesting that this is coming up because technically, he can go to some shady place. There's you can go to someone's garage and get it, and then I used to use this excuse. So my mom took me when I was 15, actually, and got a tattoo because I said to her, I was like, I'll go get one, and then I'm gonna get Hep C, and then I'm gonna die, and I just manipulated the shit out of her. So she was just like. So she took me, we were in Hawaii, and then my father was just like, you're nuts, Carla. However, she knew me well enough that she made a deal with me. And she said, if you don't pierce your face, then you can get a tattoo as long as it's something that you really like and we can talk it out and really communicate. So if she didn't let me get that tattoo, and we did have the conversation, negotiation, she went with me and really allowed me because I believed it was me trying to rebel of sorts. So if she didn't let me do that, I probably would have sleeves to this day. My whole face would be pierced because you can't tell me no. And so she was smart enough to do that for me.
That's true.
And so if he is good in the school and he is a good kid, you got to communicate. You got to communicate with him and have some boundaries and some rules here and see, because I think you can.
Because at 16, you got to let him have some type of freedom in thought, independence. They're literally 2 years technically out the door. They have to be able to think on their own and learn their lessons. If they got to fall flat on their face and regret some stuff, and if that's just a tattoo, then boom. Better than some other things. However, this is a really great question because I got a tattoo.
Oh.
I did not tell my mom.
How old are you?
Oh, God.
Known her for years, all coming out. Okay.
17.
Ooh.
No. I was 18, barely. And I was 18, barely got it, but I hit it. It was horrible.
What was it? Which one was it?
Oh, it was just one of those bad ideas, and it was done by a girl who had just gotten one herself, so her hand was unsteady. It was a hot mess.
Stop it.
Yeah, she.
Where is it? Did you cover it? Or?
Yeah, it was a total cover up at this point. But I had it, thought it was badass, whatever. And then next thing you know, I'm home one day, and it's months and months later, and. It's just peeking at my boxers, I guess I was wearing, because it's on my right hip.
Mine was on my left. That's so funny. Okay.
And my mom goes, "What's that?"
Oh, no.
And I went, "What?" And just had that whole, simple face, that bull caught in the headlights. And then my mom wrestled, and I'm just hiding, which is not normal. And then she wrestled me to the ground, saw it, and flipped out.
Oh my God. Was she like trying to lick the finger and trying to rub it
my
off?
Mom.
I know.
She flipped out.
Ooh,
Kicked me
Filipino
out the
mama.
house.
Did she really?
Oh yeah, she did. She was like, I do not understand what you're thinking in your mind. You know, you have the whole tattoo.
Oh, yeah. And you're her baby.
Taboo.
Like, why would you hurt your body?
Exactly. Oh, I know.
Your
Trust me,
body.
it's so hypocritical. I have a baby right now. And
Right?
if
Can
you
you
were to do
imagine?
that with a tattoo, I would die.
Like, but your body's perfect.
Yeah.
Why ink it? Yeah.
And obviously different generations. I mean, this.
Oh, that used to be
generation-
trash. Like my aunt had
Right.
one in the 50s or 60s. She was like
Bad.
Amy Winehouse. Like
Bad.
they thought she was trash.
For
yeah,
sure.
but she owned that shit.
But this is, I think now it's the most tattooed population, like generationally ever.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
And ask him where he's getting it. If he's getting, and also have the conversation of, this is another one, have the conversation of where he's getting it and if it's going to, I know he's a thespian, but however, that always doesn't work out being an actor. And if he is an actor too, I get it. However, the neck, how are you going to, because there is stigmas and stipulations about getting it on your face. What is this? Or your neck, where some
the
jobs,
face thing I don't get.
some jobs they will not hire you if you have tattoos in certain places.
Absolutely.
So have it start small and just have a real adult conversation with him because he's 16.
And you
he's
gotta
no
give
dummy.
him room. And that was the thing. I mean, I was 18. It was totally allowed. It was a matter, it boiled down to, because I came home that night. She kicked me out, but she wanted me out her face for like a day, which I get. It's just that I needed room. You needed room to make my own decisions and like, you know, make a mistake or not. And at that age, that's where those boundaries are, 16. So, you know, yeah, it's a thing. It's a moment. But in the scheme of things, this is totally manageable and doable.
Agreed.
And I think you guys can both come out winners in this one.
Definitely.
Yeah. Fully.
Yeah. Way
Fully.
to go, Emily. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I love
Okay,
these.
me too. This is
much
so fun. Thank you for reaching out to us, you
Yes.
guys. Okay, here we go. This is from Becca in Virginia. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
Hey, Vanessa, how do you deal with a person? She didn't say, hey, Vanessa. She just said, how do you deal with a person that is never wrong?
Oh.
Thank you, Becca.
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. And, you know, my strategy is to try one step at a time, one by one, all the different avenues I have learned over the years to communicate and get across. Now, I fail as much as I succeed. I'm succeeding more now, I think, than failing. But it's a hard road because generally that's what somebody, you know, you care to ask this question because I'm guessing it's somebody you care about. It's somebody that means something to you.
True.
Because if it was at work or something like that, you'd just be like, ugh, whatever.
Exactly.
You know, and just deal. But if it's, you know, a brother, a boyfriend, a husband, a mother, a father, a grandfather.
We all have one of those.
It's rough. So you gotta, you know, there's all the different details of the dynamic even that kind of play into that. But like what you gotta do is you just gotta, one by one, just think of your tone. Tone is a big one. For me especially, I have to listen and make sure that I am not in an aggressive place or in an angry place or something. So that, and I have to be really aware of the words that I'm using. No cursing. No, thank you for that.
Yeah, we talked about this,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, another podcast.
No, and stick to the subject.
Stick to the subject.
Don't
That's a good one.
bring all the other things that pile up because you got to think about it. Many times for me, I know it's a pile up of all the offenses
Right.
that led to this moment, and then it all just kind of converges from the time I was 5 to the, you know what I mean? And it can't be about that. That's you go nowhere with that, and usually it hits that person out of the blue, or they're confused as to why you're so heated. Or you're coming in so hot. So you just kind of have to really be aware of your levels and listen to yourself. I mean, I And that's my strategy at the moment anyway, with trying to deal with something like that. And then at the end, if it really is a brick wall, if there's somebody there who's just not going anywhere, I read something the other day where, you know, it's not about convincing the person that they're wrong. It's not about the win or lose. It's almost like, okay, well, that's how that person thinks, and this is how I think.
That's a good one.
You have to just go, okay. Whether you say it or not, you're agreeing to disagree. And, you know, generally there's probably somebody you love. So you love this person for who they are. And you kind of got to let them be who they are. And doses, take them in doses. You know, if you can't that day, then you can't that day. And that's all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this comes into play with politics. So I have some family members where not close to it, but some distant, where I'm just like, whoa, okay, we're never going to see eye to eye. And going back to what we talked about in the past is, and what we talk about frequently is energy. How much, like you just said, how much of my energy am I going to try to convince this person? Because if I'm a liberal, they're a Republican, or vice versa, whatever you want to believe, and or if it's Black Lives or whatever the matter, if you and I are not going to agree, we're never going to, whether it's religion, sex, any of that, we're never going to start from a place of going, okay.
Yeah.
Then you look at it and you just acknowledge it for what it is. And then I also have a family member where they literally said to me, they're narcissistic as hell, but they said to me later on, nobody too close, so don't be Googling all my family members up in here, because I'm not going to tell you which one it is. It's no one too tight. But I see this person once in a while, and they said to me after watching my actions at Thanksgiving, watching my actions with other family members, they said to me, wow, why are you so short with me and you're not with everybody else? And I was like, because of the dialogue I allow myself to have with you. So it's just, because they came up to me and finally said it. However, I just go, yes. And I'm just polite. However, I just keep moving on to the people that I can work with. And if not, I just agree to disagree and disengage in that moment. And then you start talking about things you can. And if that person notices, they will. And if they don't, then it's what it is. And if someone, like if it's your spouse or anybody like that, you're not going to always have those moments that you're going to, sometimes these people need to feel right all this. Sometimes I need to feel right. You know what I mean? And I'll just go, okay, there you go.
But then you control that. You know, it's not always
do what you can. Control the controllable. That's what I would say.
That's good.
Right? Control the controllable.
And I get it. You can get in your feelings about stuff. But sometimes you need to be in your feelings away. Like, just if you got to walk. All those things work. Step away, the whole bit, and just control how you are. It is what it is, you know. And their issues are their issues, and that's not your work, not your circus, not your monkeys. Yeah, you have to. And honestly, you gotta remind yourself this stuff in the moment while it's happening, because it's that you can't do it after the fact, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, that's a work in progress type of scenario.
No kidding.
So I hope.
Well, thank you for that, Becca. Good luck.
Yes,
Let
Becca.
us know. Yes. Okay. You're next, girl.
Okay. Oh, this is fun. Your favorite beauty secret.
Ooh.
Joan from Playa Vista.
Joan?
Thanks, Joan.
Hey, Joan. Lighten this mood up a little bit. I like it. Okay.
Okay. Well, everybody's skin is different. I'm a product whore, so I love skin.
Oh, that's so funny. We actually have. We literally did not know that question was coming, and that at the same time. But go on first. Oh, that's
Very
so
cool.
How fun is that? Okay, cool.
Love.
Okay.
And I've discovered you got to find out what your skin is, you know. And a lot of people, I'm surprised, but a lot of people just don't know what their skin is.
I'm not very good at it.
They just always think, oh, it's oily. Or it's dry, or it's mixed, because that's how we've been trained.
Right.
You know, but
how did you find out? Like, what's yours? Who did you go to ask?
I love salon treatments.
Okay.
And I love asking questions because I love products and I love playing skin and washing face and doing all that kind of stuff. So at a really young age, like 16, I love just eye creams, moisturizers, the whole bit.
Why, it looks so good.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And I would ask the facialist questions. So I found out that when you're super oily, it means your skin is actually dry.
Right.
So you treat what you're looking for products are dry skin, not oily skin. And so that's what I did. And boom, all the issues went away. And then you find out, what you like, what you prefer. And I like moist, dewy, soft skin. Like my cousin, who's my we're two like demons at the lake.
You love it.
Counter, yeah, fully.
You're investigators. I love it. Not demons.
She's like good. Really, really, like she does have mixed oily skin. So her products are completely different from mine. But I like moist. She likes to feel dry. She likes, to not feel so moist. I downloaded myself with a ton of serums. Love serums.
This is a serum, actually. So
Really?
this is glazed. This is cool. You got to try this. It's a nice. You're much more advanced probably than I am with all of these. Yeah. So what's the CBD? Is that just helps relax it? Because CBD is an element from marijuana.
Yeah.
So there's the oil.
But let's be clear, it doesn't have the THC, so you're not going to get high.
Yeah, no.
Let's
Let's look at some. So what is your beauty secret though? Like what
I
is
do
it?
serums and moisturizer.
Serums
Moisturize
at night?
all day.
Or
Day
in the morning? Okay.
Yeah,
and then
fully. And because I have dry skin, I moisturize it up. Like I do, and all the anti-aging. I mean, I heavy on the moisturizer, and it works. You know what I mean?
Let's open this baby up. So this is glazed.
I don't do any tonics.
Tonics. What's a tonic?
Well, the little toners and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That generally has glycolic acid or alcohol in it, and that dries me even more. So that's not even.
Look how cute these are. Thank you, Glazed. Look at this.
Thank you, Glazed.
Kayla and Allie actually started this amazing company called Glazed. Ooh, this is collagen. Okay,
Brilliant.
So one of my beauty secrets, weird, I don't know if it's a beauty secret. I like to shower, first of all. You always feel better when you shower, okay?
Wash away the filth.
And that collagen, there's a collagen powder. I drink it every morning. And it's really helped with my nails,
I just
my
got a
skin.
multivitamin with collagen.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, if you guys have any hair loss or if you want to feel more rejuvenated, because I was doing a lot of the creams and my skin would soak it up. But the collagen, because I was so dry, but the collagen, and you can have it, it's a little thing, you put water in it or put in your coffee if you drink coffee, tea in the morning, and then, or put it with your lemon water, whatever you do in the morning, make the morning a ritual so that you don't just go right to the coffee. We talked about affirmations and all of that in the past. So start with an affirmation in the morning, which is a great beauty secret because then you're feeling good once you get out of bed.
You start your day off
with
good power.
And then also wash your face before bed if you can, and like these are great. So
better to wash your face at night before you go to bed than actually it is to wake up in the morning because
of how much you're touching your face.
Yeah, and all the environment and the air and everything that's like landed on you, whereas in the morning you just slept. So it's really about refreshment. I love it.
So these go under your eye. These are for everybody that's listening and not looking. Yeah, these are different color under eye. They're under eye gels so that you don't have, right? So you don't have like puffy eyes, especially if you're going to.
That's for me.
These are great.
Have the Asian puff.
And way to go. They just started this company, Allie and Kayla. And then way to go, entrepreneurs. And this is a hydrating skincare mask, aloe soothing mask, firming collagen. So collagen again, mask. Yes. So you put them on and that's really cool. So again, it goes back to like, if there's a beauty secret or not, just taking some time for yourself.
Yeah, self-love, self-care. This all falls in that realm. And who doesn't love to feel good? And if you don't give yourself the time, if you don't like doing this or you think you don't like doing this, you got to ask yourself why.
And 4% of the day is 1 hour. Yeah. So if you can't give yourself a workout for an hour, right? It's your off day or whatever. Do this for an hour. You can't tell me you're not going to enjoy a cool cleansing mask in front of the TV and watching it. And you know what I mean? Drink some wine with your girlfriends and have a party.
I put these on for like 10, 20 minutes while I'm having my coffee, eating my breakfast or whatever. Pop them off and then boom.
Yep.
I love.
Thank you guys for this. That actually went perfect with the question. There you go. Go Glaze.
You guys, get into it.
Check it out.
Really, there's nothing bad about getting into it.
No. All day. Okay. Here we go.
Give it to me.
I'm trying to see. Oh boy, this is a long one. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is from Darlene in Fullerton, California.
Darlene.
What up, Darlene?
Yeah.
My mom is a busybody. She never leaves me alone. She comes over unannounced and guilts me when I do other things with people. I'm 37. Everyone says I'm too nice, but it's my mom. How do I tell her she needs her own life? Help. Darlene from Fullerton. Okay, Vanessa, you're taking that one.
Man.
Family.
Yeah. It's your mom. Like, you have to, in a very kind, compassionate way, because it comes from love. And it comes from probably a place of need in her. You're her baby. She wants to spend time with you. She might be lonely. She might be, you don't know what's going on with her. So you just kind of have to approach the conversation from a place of love instead of your frustration or anger, and be willing to sit there, give it the time it needs, and listen. Now, going back to a prior question, if she just won't hear it, if she's not, she won't admit to it, doesn't even realize that that's what she's doing, because that could happen too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Then you kind of have to, remember, pick your words wisely.
Boundaries.
Put boundaries in place, that's right. And still get what you want to say across to her, and ask her for the respect and the space that you need, and just play with it that way. And then you got to stick firm too. Otherwise you enter some weird codependent thing and it just becomes
Grey Gardens.
messy. Yeah. So yes, it's hard, easier said than done, but that's really what you got to do.
Yeah, I think communication, I think just exactly what you said, Vanessa, coming from a place of love and just saying, hey, you have to call before you come over. Like, I understand. Our moms taught us how to use forks. Our moms taught us how to use, like,
and I get it.
They gave birth to us.
Yeah, exactly.
And they deserve all the respect. However.
But you're no longer 12.
And
you're not a kid anymore. You're your own grown life.
Yeah. And this is another thing is that you need to have a friendship at this point with your mom, because you never, the sad thing is that you're 37, right? We never have to talk to our moms ever again if we don't want to. How crazy is that? Like, that makes you want to be even a better mom, because I want my kids to talk to me when I'm older, but it's their choice as well. So if you want to keep that, you have to keep clear communication. The resentment can't build up, just like I would call you before I came over. The rules should not apply.
Well, it's crazy because I know parents guilt kids.
Oh, pack your bags. You're going on a guilt trip. Oh, yeah. I got my bags packed.
And that's probably also why you're like, how do I have this conversation? Because, like, I brought you into this world, the whole bit. But let's be clear. And it's again, easier said than done. Hard for me, too. But you don't owe your parents anything for birthing you, for bringing you into this life. That's just take that out of the realm of thinking. Because they're an adult now, they've raised you, they've done their due, you are your own person now. I mean, it falls into the same line of, there comes a point when you can't blame your parents anymore for the things that you're going through, the stuff that you're doing. It's like...
Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, you don't owe them that.
And you can't blame them forever for the things that they may have done wrong at the same time. Right. Very true.
Not that applies to this question, but it's that kind of thinking.
Balance.
Yeah, it's a balance. So you don't owe them. You just got to communicate with them because you love them. Yeah. And of course, you want to have your relationship with your parents and stuff like that, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But either way, communicate.
Yeah. Yeah. And tell them what your goals are. Like, if you're 37, like you said, like, maybe, I don't know if you're married or whatever, maybe you want to have kids, maybe you want to find a husband, maybe you want to go out and go meet people, and that's going to take some of your time. And then tell them you're going to have a grandbaby one day. So make it exciting for the future, for what you need to do so that she can come in a different way in your life, and then work it out like that. And if you don't want to be with her, and you don't want to, just build boundaries. Just say, hey, boundaries. And just have an open conversation. On the left,
not the right.
Right.
It's almost as simple as that, truly.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Understandable.
Joe.
Totally.
That was from Darlene, right?
Here.
Okay. No, you're next. I did that.
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
That was Darlene. Thank you, Darlene.
Yes.
All right, 2 more. This is
good
fun,
luck,
you guys. I know. Let me know how that goes, Darlene, because we'll get you.
Amanda from New Mexico.
What up, Amanda?
My whole life, I have dreamt of having a baby.
Aw.
I am
I'm there with
34 and been dating a guy for a few months who has said from day one he doesn't want any more kids.
Back it up. Okay.
He is so good with his own kids.
Oh, he has kids. Okay.
He has 3.
Oh. Okay.
That I believe he will, but I believe he will change his mind. Am I crazy to think this?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Amanda.
What? Is that Amanda?
So complicated.
Amanda.
Yeah.
You're 34. Like we were just saying earlier. You're not 24. You're 34.
Yes.
These are the years that and think about how hard it is to change yourself. You can't change another person. How hard is it to change just ourselves, let alone trying to change someone else? I would say.
You guys have only been dating for 3 months. I understand your biological clock is ticking, but.
I'm going to say too, though, Vanessa, when a person tells you who they are, you have to listen. Like, let that be a pleasant surprise. Yes. And let's say if he said, I may want children. I may. It could be an option. That's one thing. But if he's doing a firm no, maybe he's doing that because
watch out that you're not looking for words or things that to make it work for you because you're so infatuated.
I think he's clear.
So much. He's being clear, but no, you know how you can hear something else?
Yeah.
Even though that person's being clear because they want it so much.
Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be careful that you're not trying to find ways to make it work for you. Because really, he's being clear. So you got to ask yourself, are you okay with not carrying your own child and becoming stepmother to 3 children?
And I'm going to be, okay, and I'm going to be really honest about this one.
That's a different land of mom than having your own baby.
And I'm going to, I completely agree. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Amanda. I, on purpose, never chose a man with children. I liked some of them. I never could do it. I'm going to tell you why. Real clear. I'm going to break this down real style right now. Well, I believe that when someone becomes a parent, whether you break up with the husband, the wife, or whatever,
sure,
your number one job from that moment on of being a parent should be about the child. I think you should love yourself. I never wanted to be number 2.
Right.
And I also didn't want a man that would put me number 1 before his child.
Right.
So right there, I knew that I would have to deal with a child being number 1, which I believe a child should be number 1 with a man or a woman, like once they have them. I do. I shouldn't be number 1. I believe that I knew that my ego could not do it. I'm going to be mad honest right now. I knew that I could not do it. And so.
Did you see what she just said right there? Honest with her own ego and self of what she could do. You got to be honest with yourself.
And can you live the rest of your life without your own child?
Right.
Because he's telling you no. And when a man usually says no, I feel like they mean no. Like, I think a person, let alone just a person.
Remember, let's just start with the basic fact. You cannot change another person unless they want to change themselves. So don't think, you're going to do everything to change his mind because you're going to show how great a stepmom you are. Mm-hmm. And understand, mothering comes in so many different ways and it's such an amazing, heroic job. What kind of mom you know what I mean? A stepmom is different from mothering your own baby. Are you good with just stepmothering and sharing the responsibility and becoming a blended family in that way? Is that how you saw it? Are you okay to change that image that you want in your mind? I mean, you got to really, these are some serious
and maybe
answers.
he's being
you
really
answer for yourself, not him. And you can't look to him. This is you.
Well, she doesn't have to look to him. He said no. So changing that. And also maybe he's such a good dad that he only wants 3 children, and bringing another woman, another child into this dichotomy will mess up the 3 children's thinking. And maybe he doesn't want to for them. And maybe he's putting them number 1. So you have to look at that and just see. But thank you for the honest. That's my honesty with that. You can say whatever you want, but that's just the choices I've made in my life for that. And I would say if you're 34, it's time to really think about it, Yeah,
I mean, I would just say no judgment. There is no right or wrong here. It's that you actually have to just be honest with yourself and answer those questions in a real way for yourself. And then make decisions based on that. Because later on, if you feel like you made the wrong decision or the wrong choice, you cannot blame anybody but yourself. You have to this is all a you thing. And yes, it's hard. And yes, it's difficult. And yes, you like him. You may even love him. you've been dating a guy for a few months, so you're still in the honeymoon period. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
you just got to take all those elements into account.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get caught up in like other things that are not the reality of what you are asking yourself.
There's a lot of men out there that don't have children or do have 5 children and want more. So maybe that would be an easier road to go on, but just look and see what you want first. Yeah.
And when you're thinking about children, I don't know, it's just me, but you want to know the person a little bit longer than just a few months to make these kind of decisions.
That too. My mom always says you don't really ever know a man until like 2 years plus. Like she's convinced that it's.
I think you just got to wait until the honeymoon period's over.
What is that?
When you get irritated with each other, when you just, you know what I mean? When you don't like each other some days, because that's real.
Yes, it's real. Okay, Amanda, thank you for that. Okay. Last one.
I love this. This was fun.
Okay, did you read? Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is from Anonymous. Oh, we're going slow here. Okay, here we go. I know I need to lose weight, but I have no motivation whatsoever. I've been listening to you both, and it's been helpful on the emotional side, but I still can't get myself to the gym. Any advice?
Right.
Interesting. Anonymous.
So
why anonymous?
It's a matter of like just getting up to do things, like actually doing stuff. It doesn't even have to be losing weight. It could just be work, homework, or because I don't know how old you are or what you do, but I mean, I have like my brother is like that.
How so? What do you mean?
He is actually that's not true. He's a go-getter. He hustles and he gets it done. There's people who need to be told what to do, when to do, how to do it. That's why people work. They're told to show up, or even school. This is when class is, and when you're done, you're done. You don't have to do anything. But I think that what a lot of people don't seem to realize as you get older and you start adulting, part of adulting is doing for yourself and, setting, my husband says this all the time, setting your own schedule.
He's good at that.
Yes, he's very good at that. Working for yourself to progress yourself, lift yourself up, move yourself ahead. Working for other people, depending in a creative field anyway, you can work for other people, but those are their successes, not necessarily yours. You can't get those twisted, right? I don't know what you do, but maybe it's a mindset shift that you can do. This is what I need for myself to make myself feel better. So yes, you've been listening to us, which thank you so much about all the emotional growth things. It takes time. You'll mess up, you'll take steps back the whole bit. We do. I know I do all the time. But it's about sticking to it and just doing it again, even though you've messed up. Or, I fucked up that day. Let me just get back on the horse. And that takes a lot of effort and energy. And sometimes, trust me, I get it. You just don't want to do anything. And you just want to watch TV and just lay there and whatever the next day. You'll get to it. But if you keep saying that, I'll get to it, you'll find yourself a month later having not done anything. So even the emotional work inside. So that's why, you and I, we always talk about daily, just stuff you gotta, fake it till you make it. Keep doing it. Even if you don't feel like it, just do it. It takes no time to tell yourself an affirmation. In the morning. Look in the mirror while you're brushing your teeth and just say, you are enough. Whether you believe it or not, just keep saying, you are enough. And you know what? Maybe on the 5th day, the 7th day, the end of the month, you'll go, yeah, I am enough. It's as simple as that. But you just, that's my 2 cents.
No, I think it's good. I'm going to put on my my lab coat right now, being the professional, quote unquote, that I am.
Yes.
I would say anonymous, first of all. It's okay to be anonymous. However, start there. Like, okay, you're anonymous. I get it. However, you need something to be accountable for. So I would say, emotional side, you can't get yourself to the gym. Well, why can't you get yourself to the gym? Do you not like the gym? Maybe it's not about the gym. Maybe find something. I would say this is my 2 cents. Find something you like to do to move your body. Maybe you want to go on a walk for 15 minutes. Everybody thinks that they have to go to the gym to lose weight. No, maybe there's a class you can sign up for. There's apps like Noom that are good because it's accountability. They put you in separate groups, and then you can be like, hey, I ate this, or I'm not doing so well. So then you have a trust circle that kind of says, hey, get motivated again. Another thing that I don't think we talked about that I think is really important too is having a goal. Right? So if you want to join like a triathlon, or if you have someone's wedding coming up, or if you keep those pair of pants out like always in your room, not to shame you, but pants that you can't fit into anymore, and you look at it every day, maybe that's your goal, and you'll look at them and go, I'm going to eat a salad as opposed to a burger with fries for this sitting. You know what I mean? It's all about balance, but having, like we talked about in the past, a vision board, a clear goal of what you want, set a time, set a date of sorts, something that's realistic, not next month my reunion's coming up, I want to drop 40 pounds. No. However, you can say like affirmations. I want to be stronger in a month physically. Yes. I want to be able to lift 7 pounds, not 5 pounds, and do 10 reps. Like build it up slowly and have goals and goal sets. So I think that's really important. And forget the weight. Like I get you want to lose weight, but do stuff, check off boxes that make you happy with movement.
Yeah, and right now it seems as if it's a matter of just getting up and doing stuff.
Yeah, forget the gym. If you don't want to go to the gym, don't go to the gym. Because sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to the gym.
I love the walk.
Exactly.
I don't like going to the gym.
Right.
I don't. I like classes. Mm-hmm. And I found a way to just do certain exercises at home. Mm-hmm.
You walk your neighborhood too, and you get to know people and connect with people. Neighborhood watch, like I think that's kind of cool.
We've walked like a mile and a half.
Seriously, we've done it.
I do like working out with friends. I love working out with people. And that's help motivator. But then you're hanging out with friends, so you have to find ways to make it work for yourself. Mm-hmm. But just get up and do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Stop thinking so much. Just move. And forget the gym. Just get moving. Trust the movement.
Yeah.
Trust the movement.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Anonymous, and everybody else for your awesome questions. This has been so much fun. I cannot wait. Keep asking. Seriously. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, ask away. Ask away below. Comment below. Say anything you want. Literally. Be kind, but please tell us your thoughts. Seriously.
I love it.
Yay, BB. Love you. And thank you, Glazed, by the way. Let's try these. Again, this is Glazed.
Totally
it's so
into this.
awesome. Thank you, Glazed. This is awesome. So don't forget, Raw Talk Not Food is not just about loving yourself, open, honest conversation, and just being raw
and all
from the inside out.
that help you be your authentic, loving self.